I was watching an interview on you a while back, and you were saying that your uncle was Tookie, but then you were growing up in the Blood neighborhood, and you was trying to make it do what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
How the hell was it coming up in L.A. in the middle of all of that stuff going on with your uncle being Tookie and in the middle of a rival neighborhood, man?
Well, I'll start by saying people started asking me that. I never volunteered that information. So people started, if you go back to the interviews, people asked me certain questions. And maybe there's sometimes I said my uncle was a part of something, but I really wasn't big on like putting him in his situations and my mama's situations and my grandma's situations and my family, my uncles, they situations at the forefront of what I did, because I never wanted it to first of all, it was dangerous. Second of all, I didn't want it to affect the work, because I'm an art kid at the end of the day. That just so happened to be where I'm from and what I grew up in. But if you ask me how it was, it's like anything else, bro. Like, it's I'll say it like this. I don't like speaking on gang shit, to be honest. My goal is, that's what we came from, but he was a laureate. He was a Nobel Peace Prize laureate. He was nominated multiple times for Nobel Peace Prize for gang activism, anti-gang activism. And I can only pray that despite what would have happened and what happened to me, T. Rogers, my godfather, also was an anti-gang activist. They at once were enemies and were once at odds. But I'm in a place in my life, which, people are just learning things about me now, but I'm in a place in my life now where I'm on that. I want to divert the kids and the violence. And Baby just, I think, said this at some young, either poor lady or poor young man's funeral, where he was just like, we got to stop this. Like, it ain't worth nobody's life. And for me, coming up in what I came up with, how was it? It was intense. Yeah. Lost a lot of people, as I'm sure it is out here on whether it's West Atlanta, East Atlanta, whether it's Bangor, whatever it has been. And it's made me value life, and it's made me want to push kids away and young people away from those type of unions if I can, if it's violence. Because at the end of the day, I don't know what gang culture is. I never grew up in gang culture. I grew up with family. Exactly. And me and my family and family members had sometimes enter conflicts with other people.
Come on.
That's it. It's not no gang shit. It just happened to be labeled by white people as that.
Talk to me about just the advice and the wisdom that you was able to glean from both of those guys, though, man. Because I'm pretty sure they know every damn thing. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, what was it like being able to talk to them and them be able to, fill up your cup and steer you in a better direction?
Rest in peace to T. Rogers. Rest in peace to my uncle Stanley Tookie Williams.
Yes,
because
sir.
What they instilled into me was what we had lost, what they had lost along their journey, which was community amongst black people. And that's something that Atlanta has heavy, and that I respect that y'all have heavy, that I wish, that I want for LA to get back to having.
Okay.
Because we struggle with that. And I think that those two men poured, ethnocentricity into me, black strength into me, black knowledge into me, black economics into me, politics, art into me. They poured community into me. And I pray that, whatever is going on online, like, bro, I'm not on no, I'm not with whatever I may, whatever they may, at the end of the day, is getting back to that. Yeah. It's coming back together, is to try and dissolve these territorial lines of places we don't own nothing in.
Exactly.
So that we could come together and build something.
I also saw why you did a documentary too on black and brown relations in LA and stuff like that. I mean, how was that? How are the relations down there in LA when it comes to that? And then also, what do you think it takes to, bridge the gap with everybody?
It's what the masters tried to the masters, the overlords, the overseers, the people above, it's what they had planned for it to be, which is division. And I think, unfortunately though, and fortunately, for them, we've been more connected than we ever have been, and we've been more divided than we ever have been. In LA, the homies got Mexican girlfriends and babies, and the culture mixes up, and LA niggas love tacos. Like, and
we love them in Atlanta too.
And Latinos love black culture a little bit too much in LA. You feel me? So it's already mixed up, but I wish that the appreciation and admiration that we have for each other's respective cultures would also bleed into us coming together as understanding we are one brown community, black and brown community that has very similar goals, and a lot of that division did exist, does exist in intense high stakes situations such as prison and jail and whatever culture. But I think that the goal is for us to to realize we strong together and then separated. I don't know if that's really gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know, in my lifetime, it's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of death. But if I'm speaking on it, I want it to be peace.
I feel that.